Up with KREM begins now.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for starting off your Tuesday with us here on Up with KREM. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Nicole Hernandez. It is 6 o'clock now, and we want to get right to our meteorologist, Thomas Patrick. So, Thomas, this week is feeling a lot more normal, I'd say. How is today looking specifically?
Yeah, I'm sure last week was very, very hot. And the week before, remember, we started out with that one day with temperatures in the 60s, and it was cold for July. So far, it's just been comfortable, kind of near average with high temperatures in the 80s so far, today included here. And we've got a very pleasant day ahead of us. Already sunny skies outside with our current temperatures mid-50s, so a bit cooler, refreshing, if you will, to get us started for the day. But remember that sunshine, now that it is popping up over those eastern mountains, it will get a lot warmer very quickly out there. Even Deer Park's up about 3 degrees in just the past hour. You know what? I want to fix something here on our day planner. It says mostly cloudy. How about I change that to mostly sunny? Because that is what it is right now and should stay mostly sunny all day long for today.
All right, let's take you live outside now to a live look of Spokane Valley in Spokane and the Spokane Valley line. We're not seeing any major problems on the roadways here at 6:02. We'll keep you updated throughout the morning, let you know if there's any slowdowns or anything that's going to slow you down. On Up with KREM, we bring you weather and traffic together every 30 minutes. Continuing coverage this morning, a suspect has been arrested for allegedly setting multiple brush fires over the weekend along the Centennial Trail in Spokane Valley.
So those fires broke out Saturday morning. When crews got there, they found 11 to 16 small fires. Witnesses said they saw a short white woman with brown hair walking away from the fire. Crews tracked her down and arrested her, 44-year-old Sarah Beal. In her bag, deputies found pillow filling, a matchbox, and hairspray. Spokane County Sheriff's Office said she also had an active warrant for abuse of the 911 system. Beal now faces arson charges, plus that unrelated misdemeanor.
I personally have been involved in a handful of investigations on suspicious wildland fires that have resulted in the apprehension of 2 suspects just this summer alone.
The fires were threatening nearby structures, but crews were able to get them under control. People living nearby said they're just grateful that nobody was hurt and their homes are okay.
Meantime, in Spokane, the fire department is investigating a suspicious fire at the People's Park in West Spokane. Crews say they responded to a grass fire near the parking lot yesterday morning. Witnesses say they saw a potential suspect described as a man in his mid-60s to mid-70s driving an orange sedan, possibly a Kia. If you have any information, you are asked to call Crime Check at the number at the bottom of your screen.
Spokane County deputies arrested a man they say pointed a laser at one of their helicopters. Here's video of this happening. This is from this past Friday in North Spokane. Deputies say the Air One crew tracked down where that laser was coming from, and then deputies on the ground arrested 68-year-old Ernest Donlin. He admitted to pointing the laser at the chopper and is now facing an unlawful discharge of a laser charge. That is a first-degree felony. Deputies say, as you can see here, pointing lasers at an aircraft is extremely dangerous. Just last year alone, over 12,000 laser strikes were reported to the FAA. A judge set a Spokane man's bond at $25,000 for allegedly shooting another man with an airsoft gun several times. Police records say a North Spokane man was getting ready to change the oil in his car when 55-year-old Sean Bench attacked him Friday night. Bench allegedly shot him in the stomach and the hip. Police say the victim then grabbed his baseball bat to knock Bench down and restrained him until police arrived. Bench is now in the Spokane County Jail on 2 second-degree assault charges.
A Spokane County man is facing multiple molestation and rape charges, accused of attacking a 15-year-old girl. Curtis Lance made his first appearance before a judge yesterday. The child was reportedly a friend of the family, spending the night at the suspect's home when the attack happened. Lance is being held on $50,000 bail. His next court appearance is August 19th. Happening today, it is primary election day in Washington state. Ballots are due by 8 p.m. tonight.
There are quite a few important races on today's ballot. KREM 2's Cody Proctor spoke with election staff and shared some of the issues that we're voting on.
According to the Spokane County Elections Manager, only about 18% of all ballots have been returned to the elections office. Now, even though that number is relatively low, there's still a lot riding on these ballots.
Time's running out to get your vote in.
To remember those deadlines.
That's the warning from Spokane County Elections Manager Mike McLaughlin Monday night. The primary election ends at 8 o'clock sharp Tuesday night. Some of the biggest decisions this time includes rejoining the Spokane Valley Raft Drum Prairie Aquifer Protection Area and the race for Spokane's District 3 City Council seat, currently held by Zach Sapone. One surprise return to the August ballot, the EMS levy for Spokane County Fire District 8. Despite passing during April's special election, a filing error forced them to resubmit for the August primary.
We just want to get that highest level of care to our citizens as quickly as possible.
Yet even with races impacting all parts of the county, the turnout's been relatively slow this year, sitting at 18% Monday night. McLaughlin says a low election turnout's typical for a year without a presidential race. By the time they get the last ballot,
We're guessing between 22 and 28% for the turnout. It's slow across the state.
for those planning to vote this primary election, McLaughlin has some quick tips.
If you mail your ballot in, make sure to check the blue box or whatever the last pickup time is. So they have to be postmarked by tomorrow.
Any later than Tuesday, and it won't count. If you'd prefer the in-person route, there are more than 24 drop boxes across Spokane County. But again, ballots need to be in by 8 p.m. Any later, and you'll miss out on making your voice heard.
And if you need information on this year's primary election, you can visit our website. That's KREM.com. We have information about the races and where to find some of those drop boxes. In the newsroom, Cody Proctor, KREM 2 News.
A health alert out of North Idaho this morning. Hordman Pond at Kiwanis Park is temporarily closed because of unsafe water conditions. The city says a harmful algae bloom was found in the pond. The closing of the pond means all activities are suspended until further notice. Exposure to the bloom can result in sickness, blistering, and even pneumonia. The city of Moscow says they will keep checking water quality and reopen the pond when it is safe.
Well, some of the world's best table tennis players will be right here in Spokane this week.
Oh, this is so cool. That is why KREM 2's T. Jones
Yes!
is live at the podium for us this morning. He's one of the best, in my opinion. Brandon, how can fans come out and support? Good morning.
6, 7.
Hey. I've got Will Bailey right here from London, man. So, hey, this guy's been schooling me. You know, I'm breathing hard, so hopefully I can get through this interview. But man, this guy right here just flew all the way from London. He got in at midnight, and he's here with us this morning. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. And like I said, I'm catching my breath a little bit, but you know, we appreciate you. And you know, what is this about this sport that you love so much? You know, just being able to be out here and then traveling with it as well.
Oh, it's amazing. It's the best sport in the world, I think, for me. You know, it's so fast, it's fun. I started playing in hospital, and you know, it's a tough sport. You know, it's physical. I can see you got a sweat on.
Yeah, no.
And it's a hard sport, and it's competitive as well. You know, and it plays to my strengths. You know, I'm a competitive guy.
Yeah.
I want to win.
Yeah.
And I love this sport so much. You know, it's fast, it's quick, unpredictable. It's good,
unpredictable,
man.
unpredictable. He hit a couple that had a spin on me. And so you were coaching me up though, my friend, right? And so what do you feel like is the key to, you know, a beginner, you know, learning how to play? Do you have a ball on you?
Yeah, I got a ball here.
Okay, let's do it.
So what I want you, so you need to be in quite a low position, yeah? And you need to be able to, because you need to be able to move.
Yeah.
So you need to be quick.
Yep.
And then make sure you've got to have good reflexes so you're ready and read the spin. Good, good movement and move around.
Okay.
Yeah, quick little steps. Good, very good.
Yes, sir.
So,
all right, here we go.
Now we go. Now we're in the rhythm.
I'm keeping it on.
Now we're in the rhythm. Oh, okay. That's good though. That's a good start.
So one more time.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I see. I was going to be off.
6.
Here we go.
7. Get moving around. 8, 9.
Here we go.
10, 11.
Yep.
12. 13.
Yep.
14.
Yes, sir.
15.
Come on.
Yeah, I got big.
and there's nothing I could do about
that. No, but that's good though. You're good. You're moving around quick.
I imagine a lot of people, you know, you guys are professionals, true professionals, but I imagine a lot of people, table tennis is something people just have in their home, right?
Absolutely.
What's it like beating up on somebody like that where they're like, I can hang in there, and then you get it on the table and you're like,
It's always nice, you know, when I go on holiday or something like that and I'm sitting by the pool and there's a table tennis tournament, I'm always like, everyone's like, I can't play, you know, I'll play with my other hand, and then I'll be like $5 and you got a game, and then I'll play with my brother hand and hustle them. But no, I love it, man. I love it. It's a great game. It's good fun.
I love it too, man. Thank you again for
bro.
hanging out with us. Come out here this week. This is a phenomenal time. This is here in Spokane. So we got information on our website, KREM.com, how you can volunteer and be around guys like Will, and then also just come out as a fan as well. So thank you again, Will. We appreciate you. We'll toss it back to you in the studio.
Best sport in the world.
That's right.